You just need your brownie, your cookie, whatever you put in it, and you need your Gotham Steel Max Brooklyn Brownie Pan.
Love it. And
Thank
that's
you so
breakfast.
much. That's yours.
There's an egg in here somewhere, I'm sure of it.
There's an egg in every brownie. Thank you so much. All right, so the clearance continues. We're staying in the kitchen. And for those of you who are just turning on HSN and just joining us, welcome. We're glad that you're here. My name is Tamara Hooks, and I will say it is a holiday. It's Columbus Day. Officially, we've been talking about Columbus weekend, but it is Columbus Day now. And so you might be off from work, but your alarm clock went off early. Glad you're watching HSN. We're staying in the kitchen because this entire hour, can you see what's in front of me? This is all food and wine. And if you have not tried any of the appliances or cookware from Food and Wine, you're gonna be in for a treat because they're on clearance and you are gonna get some of the best pieces for your cooking needs. Whether you are a great cook, whether you are a first-time cook, or anybody in between. So we're gonna jump in and get it started. I'm gonna head on over to the three-piece bakeware set. And I was just telling our guest, Eric Tochterman, who is an amazing chef, and he's gonna be with us this entire hour. I was telling him, I just bought this. I just got it. And what you're gonna get is the fluted pan, or cake pan, as we see right here. You're going to get the 12-cup muffin pan, and these are, you know, your full-size muffins.
Oh, yes.
And you're gonna get your sheet pan, and that is an 18-inch sheet pan. That's the big dog right there. All you do is choose your color, and we have it for you. Let's see, do we still have all the colors? We've got champagne gold, we have copper, Etruscan red, and we have the wild dove. And it's more of kind of like a silver kind of color, all right? Clearance price, you're saving $30 off of this set. I love it though, Eric, because nothing sticks.
Nothing sticks to the Food and Wine. Food and Wine has been in business 40 years, slightly younger than myself. And they do an amazing job. They've taken all of their expertise from 40 years of recipes and teaching us tips and tricks and travel places, put it into their test kitchen and test each and every piece that you're seeing here. This is the oversized sheet pan. Now I say oversized because this is actually slightly bigger than a commercial grade half sheet pan that they use in kitchens worldwide. Okay. This is 18 inches long by 13 inches wide. That's right. And you have a nice 1-inch deep space. So not only for cookies, but for all things cooking, sweets, savories. It's not just for baking anymore. You'd always hear growing up, I always think bakeware, I always think cookies, cakes, muffins, things like that. But you can do everything now. It's amazing. We're gonna show you, please stay with us on this journey across the table of all this food that we're gonna show you. Okay. And we're gonna move right into also the fluted cake pan.
Yes. Look at that.
Do all your traditional, you know, bundt style cakes and monkey breads and things like that.
Look at
how about a gingerbread cake that you can ice?
Oh, I love gingerbread. And look at that. It just literally fell out of the pan.
Evenly brown.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people will ask me, you know, do you need to use nonstick spray?
Right.
You don't have to.
Okay.
But it's like an insurance policy.
Yeah, you can.
I've had car insurance for years. I've never used it.
That's good.
But I know that it's there.
Yeah. And that's
so if you want to use a little spritz, go ahead. But you don't have to.
I think we're kind of used to that. So if that's what you want to do, if at some point you forget to, guess what? Your cake is still gonna release from the pan because nothing sticks from here. And that's why I got this set, because I'm so sick of having some of my, you know, my food still stuck in the pan, and then it's so hard to clean. And particularly one that's fluted like this, you wanna make sure nothing's stuck in there.
A lot of nooks and crannies with these fluted pans because there's a nice lot of angles because they, you know, they wanna make it look fancy. But I just wiped this area in here just to show you how easy. I'm sure, you know, the old time pans that did not have non-stick, everything stuck, or you would have to soak it. Or I remember, you know, my mom used to make monkey bread and also some angel food cake. There was always a bottle involved that would sit up here to wait for gravity to bring it down. Do you remember that?
Yes.
You don't have to. This is non-stick.
Yeah.
And underneath the construction of the non-stick is carbon steel. Carbon steel used in kitchens worldwide, very durable and heat conductivity from end to end.
Right.
And then Food and Wine went ahead and put a nice non-stick coating, PFOA free on there.
Beautiful. I like, and what I remember too, I remember that with the bottle. My mom had a pan like that. I don't know, it was not nonstick, and I swear there was cake in there from who knows how long, because you couldn't clean it.
Right,
It was so
and
hard.
it just gets burned on, and it becomes part of the pan, right?
What about on the sheet pan or even on your muffin pan? Have you had muffin pans were so thin that they would bow?
Oh, yeah.
And these are solid.
Solid. It's nice rolled ends on here, so you're not gonna get that warp.
Yeah.
And of course, when you're done cooking, never submerge it directly from the hot pan into water,
Yeah.
because you know that's when you will run into problems. You want to let it just cool naturally.
Okay.
We took 12 muffins out of here. Not a thing is stuck
No.
on the pan.
It looks like you got it just right out of the box.
And the triangular shapes here not only look pretty and you know part of the look, but you know they serve a function when, especially with the sheet pan, it actually will help release
Okay.
the additional food.
Okay.
So everything from your cream cheese,
Yeah.
cupcakes.
That's right. Anything that you put in there is gonna come right on out. And this is what you want when you are cooking and baking. Now, we're showing you baking initially because that's the first thing that you're thinking about when you look at these pans. But you're gonna use them for so many other things. These are dishwasher safe, just so you know. Obviously, they're oven safe because you're gonna pop those in the oven when you are using them. And they're 60% off of an amazing set of 3 pans: the fluted cake pan, the 12-cup muffin pan, and the large size of that sheet pan.
And you're getting 25 recipes.
Oh, that's right.
So you almost have like a mini cookbook right out of the box. Right in here, you're gonna have your instructions, your care and use, and then 25 delicious Food and Wine,
Tried and
test
tested.
kitchen, tested recipes.
For sure.
And you are ready to go.
Okay, what do we have here?
We have full sheet pan dinners are all the rage nowadays, I'd say for the past year or so. So why cook with a bunch of, when you don't feel like messing with a bunch of pans, you just want to make it simple. You've been working all day, you just want to come home. How about your holiday ham on top of fennel? Roasted fennel, if you've never had it, becomes sweet and delicious. And it actually, it kind of mutes the natural licorice flavor. So it's not as in your face, but it's just this beautiful, delicious, subtle licorice flavor.
What did you roast it with? A little, what kind of oil? Or
Just
olive oil?
a little olive oil.
Oh, okay.
You can use whatever kind of oil you like. And radishes, if you've never tried roasted radishes, it's unbelievable. I used to try them raw and it was like there's a bite to it. It takes the bite out of it.
Okay.
So I strongly recommend roasting your radishes.
Okay.
Now I'm not going to remove all of this. I just want to show you we cooked a whole part of a spiral ham, fennel, and radishes, and look how clean the pan is.
That's right. I mean, nothing stuck to it.
Yes, you said that it's dishwasher safe.
Yeah.
You're not going to need to put it in the dishwasher.
No.
Run it with some hot water, little soap, and you're going to be good to go.
And you're ready to go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that simple. And because, in particular, this sheet pan is so large at 18 inches, you've got a lot there. We always hear about one pot cooking. This is one pan cooking.
And it's great.
It truly is.
Because you put everything on there.
Yeah.
And you're done.
Okay, and
One
this
thing.
one is the Etruscan red color.
That is correct.
I believe so. So these are just beautiful easy to use, beautiful to look at, simple to clean, and when you see, I'll tell you from my own personal experience, when I see these, I initially do think only for desserts, but I love as you're showing them in so many different ways.
Well, I think it's important because, when you're making a decision to make a purchase, you want to say, okay, what else am I going to be using this for? How about all of your pans are either dirty, you don't like the way they look, you have those old glass dishes that you've used for years because you've been roasting chickens in there and the glass just looks nasty?
Yes.
How about your stuffing? Put your stuffing in here and bake with it.
Yeah.
You can either go ahead and turn it out or put this right on the table.
Yep.
put a spoon in it, allow people to help themselves, and you have this great, beautiful looking, unique dish.
Because it's beautiful. I mean, that's the deal. I mean, when it comes to Food and Wine, everything has to taste good, but presentation is everything. And it really, something is, you know, to be said about the eye eats first. So
absolutely right.
So I love that you can serve in these. Okay, I saw these when they first came out of the oven. My mouth is watering.
Butternut squash.
Butternut squash.
We're in that season. Yep. And when you roast butternut squash, it just becomes so sweet and delicious. The studio environment made those a little cold, so be aware.
Okay.
But, so yeah, when you're roasting butternut squash, when you get it to this stage where it's nice and caramelized and brown, you're gonna get this beautiful, delicious, sweet, almost like maple syrupy kind of flavor. And even if you want, go ahead and drizzle a little maple syrup on it when you roast it with salt and pepper. Again, another part of the full sheet pan dinner.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have done the ham and the fennel on here all at once, and it would have been done probably within 40 minutes.
Okay. See, that it makes all the difference. If you're the one who's doing the cooking for the family, these are the kind of things that you're listening for. I can cook without messing up every dish in the house. I can do it very simply and convenient. I can serve from it. It's easy to clean up. Wait, and you're getting all three of them for $19.95 when our regular price on these was about $50. Worth every penny, and even more so, it's even better that they're 60% off today. Okay,
that's a great value.
For sure, because this is kind of the way that the prices would break down. And I would even say that's conservative for the quality that you're getting. This might be your first time shopping with the Food and Wine brand. I want you to expect the best of quality because that's what you're gonna get. Let me show you the colors again. We have them for you in champagne gold. We have copper, Etruscan red, and wild dove is the gray one. And you're getting the 12-cup muffin pan, you're gonna get that sheet pan, and you get the fluted cake pan.
So, how about another thing? You ever hear of beer can chicken? You have to balance a can of beer inside a chicken, put it on your grill. You can actually use the fluted cake pan in that style. You actually use it, and then the juices of the chicken go ahead and go into the fluted cake pan. You can put garlic, we have cipollini onions, red onions, potatoes, and all that juice and deliciousness will get soaked in, and so all those vegetables and the potatoes will just get cooked with all the chicken yumminess.
Oh, I'm gonna try that.
And if you want, you can always take the fluted cake pan and cook it on top of the sheet pan, just in case a little of the chicken juice does come out through the hole.
Good point.
Yeah,
okay,
just to be careful.
Just makes it easier for your oven.
But we can take that right out.
Oh my gosh, and it's perfect all the way around.
Little hot, just like that.
Yeah, watch.
And then you have your delicious vegetables, and all that juice that you see in the bottom is now infused with the chicken seasoning and the chicken fat and all kinds of yumminess.
Oh, wow. It just gets better and better. What do we have here?
This is nice cheesy hash browns. Think about brunch. Yes. You can take these, even if you wanted to, crack an egg on top. You have 12 cups here. Most of the time, you're only getting half that. You're getting 6 muffins.
Yeah.
This, they really thought about everything, and you're getting 12. And again, the measurements here. 15 and a half by 11 and a quarter, and the cup depth is 1 1/4 inches.
That's right.
Non-stick,
and these
pop right out.
That's right, full size. They pop right out. You don't need oil if you don't want to. If you just feel more comfortable there, you can easily do that. And you just wipe them out and you're ready to go and there's no transfer of flavors either.
None.
So you can go from the cheesy hash browns to something sweet if you wanted to.
Right, absolutely. And again, non-stick. The underneath, we're talking carbon steel, which has been used in kitchens for years. Great for heat conductivity. And then you marry that with the non-stick, and you have a match made in heaven with your cookware.
Yes.
Here's another thing I love. We were just talking about old glass dishes that are just disgusting and nasty. And you might cook in them, you don't want to serve in them.
Right, okay.
But my wife and I, we only have like one good dish that we do things in. And we always like to do a buffalo chicken dip.
Oh, wow.
So think about this as your bakeware and your serveware.
Okay.
Because you can use this, and then it will also help cook things quicker because you don't have this middle part to deal with. You know, sometimes, like when you're cooking cakes or something, there's always that part that's jiggly in the middle.
Yes.
This now eliminates it, the fluted cake pan. So now it's gonna cook evenly at the same time, and you don't have to like turn the oven down to make sure like the center gets cooked.
That's right. I'm glad you mentioned that too, because then when you do that, waiting for the middle to get cooked, the sides get overdone, and then you've got it uneven. this is the way to go. What do we have here? Because I know, ooh, this looks like, is that pizza?
We did a pizza monkey bread.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So just like that, you take some pizza dough, you cut it into little pieces, and you put it in here, or you can actually use biscuit dough if you'd like. Little cheese, marinara, pepperoni, and bake it, and look how evenly brown that is there.
Unbelievable.
And then more muffins. You have your cranberry orange muffins.
Oh, wow.
Pops right out. The non-stick comes right out.
Remember, you're
every
getting
single time.
All 3 pieces. You're going to get the 12-cup muffin pan. You're going to get the 18-inch sheet pan. And you're going to get the fluted pan. All 3 of these. Not for about $50, which is what they were, but for 60% off. These are $19.95 and on 6 flex pay. So you're getting them home for $3.33. I paid more for them, but I'm happy with them. I want to make sure that you are as well. They're customer picks on hsn.com. Go ahead and pick yours up. Champagne Gold, Copper, Etruscan Red, or the Wild Dove. Look at how much food
Everything
came out of
from
here.
sweets to savories to appetizers.
That
You're
is
covered.
good. Hash browns had some spice to it. That was fantastic. All right. I just want you to see, as you can see, during our clearance frenzy, everything is on 6 flex pay. So, as you're shopping, don't limit yourself. If you see something that you just have to have, go ahead and pick it up because the prices are unbeatable. We're moving on over to essentials that we have to have in the kitchen. And most of what we do when we're cooking is prepping, which means cutting and chopping. What Food & Wine has created is a 6-piece forged stainless steel knife set. So you're getting 3 knives, and each one comes with a sheath to protect it and you. You're gonna get your 8-inch ridged chef's knife, which would normally be $29.95.
Which is the one I'm using right now.
That's the chef's knife.
That's the chef's knife.
Okay. You're going to get your hollow ground Sentoku knife, which would normally be another $29.95.
Easily.
That's a great knife. And then you're also gonna get your 4-inch paring knife. And that one would be about $20 to get home.
Yeah, unbelievable value here. So we all need, like you said, to prep things in the kitchen. You need sharp knives. Dull knives are not gonna cut it. And so Food & Wine, they've taken their expertise, that 40 years of Food & Wine expertise, and have taken it from cookware all the way into cutlery. So you'll want things that are going to not fail you.
Right.
You wanna be able to cut evenly, easily. And with the chef knife, 8-inch chef knife, they actually took out some of the metal here.
Okay.
People are like, why is that?
Yeah, why?
Because of food resistance. Sometimes a lot of food will stick to your knives.
Yep.
And between the holes and the ridge, it's gonna push the food away.
Okay.
So you could have something like a hard salami, and it's just gonna pop right off because of those additional holes. Just like that.
Look at how simple that is. I just wanna remind you too, if you're just joining us, maybe you didn't know, I'm still holding on to the fork.
And that's all right, because you know what? You may need it. I like it. She's thinking ahead. She's like, you know what? We're going to be doing cookware. I might need a fork in case he's making me something later.
We are simulcasting live on HSN's Facebook page, which is why I'm holding the iPad. So if you have any questions about any of the items that we're presenting, ask them here and we'll answer them live on air.
I love talking food.
For sure. Well, Nancy is saying, you are awesome. You explain things so well.
Oh, thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that.
Definitely, because you recognize that we're not all chefs. We're looking intently because we want the things that make our cooking life so much easier.
And also when you're going out to eat and you're always wondering, what is it that they're doing that's making it so good? And I think, with me, yes, I'm a chef. I've been trained for over 20 years. I'm a dad, I'm a husband. I cook a lot at home now. I'm not so much in the restaurant life.
Yeah.
So I can talk to you about the things that you like to cook, and I've seen a lot of different equipment, and so I know what I like, what I don't like, and kind of help you through that journey.
Right, and what's going to work in our everyday lives when you're busy, when you've got to get food on the table, when you come home at the end of the day and you have to prep dinner, and you're thinking, how can I get this done quickly and with less frustration?
Right.
And when you have the right tools, that's what you do. So you're showing us the chef knife.
We have the chef knife, and then I'll go right into the Sentoku. And what I really like is the fact that we do give you the guard. So if you don't have a knife block and you're storing your knives in a drawer, this is going to protect you.
Okay.
Once you're done, you go ahead and you simply Put the blade right in.
Okay.
Now you don't have to worry about putting your hand in a drawer, accidentally cutting yourself. It's fantastic.
Yep.
And what I love is the giftability of this.
Oh, look how beautiful.
It comes in this box. Think about this. Think about the holidays coming up and parties that you may be going to. Think of a hostess gift. How much are you going to spend for a bottle of wine?
That's a wood box.
It's a nice wood box.
Wow.
Comes each piece, even this could fit into your drawer if you had the space.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need to. But you could just put a bow on this and bring it over, and you could say, this is for you, thank you for having me, and enjoy your cooking.
For sure.
They're gonna remember you for ages to come, and will definitely invite you back for their next party.
Definitely, and every time they pull out the knife, every time that they are prepping and cutting and chopping and doing all of that, which for many of us when we're cooking is every day, they're gonna think about that gift. This is over 50% off. It's $29.95 for all 3 of the knives. You would normally pay, our normal price on this was closer to $60. The retail value was closer to $80. You're getting them today. And you're now using, and we're gonna kind of show you that value, so just so that you can understand that this is a quality set. Everything from Food and Wine. As I started off this hour, everything is quality because they test everything, they use everything. So what they created had to be quality. So you were using the Santoku knife.
I was using the Santoku, and the one thing I can't believe I forgot to mention is the stainless steel involved in this knife is Japanese stainless steel. Now, if you know anything about knives, if you ever look into the kitchen departments that have all those fancy knives that could be hundreds of dollars, you're gonna see 2 types of main steel from the world.
Okay.
German stainless steel, Japanese stainless steel. Okay. It's durable, it's gonna last you a lifetime, and that's what you have here. Japanese stainless steel, a full tang knife on all 3 knives, which means that the knife goes from tip to end, all the way through the handle, with 3 copper riveted, 3 copper rivets on the handle. So you're gonna have sturdy construction all the way through. A lot of inferior knives, only a little piece of the knife comes into the handle. And then over time, that could get a little wobbly. This is gonna keep it sturdy all the way from from the time you get it.
That's right.
And one of the things I would recommend when you hold your knife, instead of holding it like this, like a lot of people hold, you want to kind of hold it like this.
Okay.
This gives you a little bit more stability. And that's something like literally that was like day 1 or 2 of chef school.
And that's when
I just saved you thousands of dollars of chef school, by the way.
Chef school.
Right there.
That's when you see that rocking. That's when you see that motion because you've got the hand.
Because if you're back here, you could slip and that's when accidents happen.
Okay.
You don't want that.
How do I know when to use which knife? Because that's the paring knife now.
It all depends on the job that you're doing.
Okay.
Something like a paring knife could be something as little as slicing mushrooms, or if you want to, take a strawberry, hull a strawberry, or slice a strawberry.
Okay.
Make a little fancy garnish on a strawberry. That's what you use the knives for. Okay. The paring knife, I always remember my grandmother sitting around a table and peeling the green beans.
Yes.
Popping the green bean stems off, or peeling a stripe on a potato.
Yes. Okay.
Right there.
And you're getting all 3 of them. They each have their own sheath to keep them protected, and they come beautifully packaged. So if this is going to be a gift for somebody in your life, or maybe a family gift for a close family of yours, it would be fantastic, and I know it would be very well received. $4.99 is the flex pay, because you've got 6 flex pay on all clearance items. Now, once you've been using your knife over time, you're gonna need to keep it sharp, because a dull knife is probably the most dangerous thing. Yes.
That's the first thing you learn, is you do not want a dull knife. That's when accidents really happen.
Right.
So we have the knife sharpener, which is very much needed in a kitchen.
Okay.
Now you'll notice I have this on. It's very quiet.
Yeah.
Very quiet. And it's very simple. Any knife will do, whether you have the Food and Wine knives or any kind of knife. Now, because this is backwards, I'm going to work backwards. I'm actually going to pull the knife to the camera.
Okay.
You simply take your knife, and it's as simple as that. You want to do 1 or 2 passes on each side until you've gotten the desired sharpness. Okay. So what that did right there is that there's a stone inside, and that's going to sharpen your knife at a proper 17 to 20 degree angle is kind of like an ideal knife. Okay. And then over here, kind of like you would with a sharpening steel, This kind of brings that edge to a real fine edge, and then you can feel it, and you're ready to go. Now, if you have one of these in your kitchen, these are great. This is kind of a honing tool. A lot of people think this will sharpen your knife. It won't.
Oh.
It will sharpen your knife to a point.
Okay.
You know, once you're done sharpening your knives, you always want to hone this, because what it does is a sharpening steel takes off burrs that are on your knife. But after a while, no matter how many times you use this thing, it's not going to sharpen your knife anymore. That's why you need a proper electric knife sharpener.
How often should I sharpen my knives?
It's all going to depend on how much you use it. Every time that you are cutting, you're dulling your knife. Anytime you're making a slice and you're cutting into a board, you're dulling your knife.
Okay.
And I would always recommend before and after, just out of habit, use a sharpening steel to bring that edge back. But after that, it's only going to last so long. So you want to bring your knives through, and then you're ready to go, and you know that the next time you have your party and you're going to be doing a lot of prep, you're ready to go, and you can go ahead and prep all of your meals.
Look at that.
So big knives, little knives, paring knives.
Yes. What about
food and wine knives?
Yeah.
Cheap kitchen knives that you bought at the supermarket.
What about
It's all
kitchen
gonna work.
shears, like the kitchen scissors?
You could use that.
Okay.
Ceramic knives, pretty much every type of knife out on the market, you are going to be able to sharpen.
So these are available on clearance, and this is the kind of thing, I know maybe I'll speak for myself, but maybe I can speak for you too, that I know I need, but I don't have. I just don't have it. I know that I need to sharpen my knives, and I don't do it nearly as much as I should. But when it's on clearance and it's a great quality knife sharpener, I'm gonna do it.
I'm killing the tomato
Yeah.
because of this dull knife. It's now
Yeah.
shredded, so I'm going to go ahead and sharpen it.
Okay.
So again, you're going to want to do 1 or 2 passes. We're going to do 2 on these.
Okay.
And you don't have to use a lot of pressure. I'm doing it really light. I'm not pressing down much. I'm letting the machine do the work. So there's 1 pass on that side.
Okay.
1 pass there. Right there. Feels much better.
Yeah.
Now,
Now we can cut the tomato.
now I feel a lot safer.
Yeah.
I'm ready to cut my tomatoes, my cheeses, my meats, whatever it is.
For sure. And remember, you can use this, even though this is a food and wine sharpener, you can use it with any knives that you already have. So you're getting it home on 6 Flex Pay of $5.83. Oh, can I sharpen serrated knives?
I don't believe you can.
Okay, okay.
That takes a very specialized knife sharpener to do that.
Okay.
And then also the price goes whoop.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, thanks for letting us know. Because these are like I said, these are the kind of things that we need, we might not have, but when you use it, it's gonna make all the difference. And for all of that prep work, first off, all the chopping itself can be kind of time consuming and tedious, but if you're trying to do it with a dull knife, you're just making extra work for yourself, and you're making it more frustrating than it has to be. But with this, it's 50% off. You've got it on FlexPay. It is from Food and Wine, and you can see whether it's the paring knife, the chef's knife, a Santoku knife, your whatever the case is, we got it available for you to sharpen. These are 569743. This might be a dumb question. This is my question.
There's never any dumb questions.
Would I sharpen a butter knife?
No. I mean, you could sharpen a butter knife, but then it's going to become like a sharp paring
But
knife.
then it's not going to be a butter knife.
It's just going to be an oblong shaped knife.
Just wondered.
But that's all right. If you really need to, you absolutely can.
Okay.
One thing I think is really important about having a knife sharpener is nowadays when you go to the supermarket, you're going to see a lot pre-prepped food.
Yeah.
That jacks your price up.
Yes, it does.
I really encourage people to buy a good set of knives. Like the Food and Wine knives is a great set because you're getting 3 of the most essential knives in your kitchen.
For sure.
You pick up a knife sharpener. You're going to be able to prep yourself. You don't have to buy pre-prepped food anymore.
Yes,
Remember,
you can do it.
the more people touch your food
Yeah.
at the supermarket, the price goes up.
That's a good point.
Start prepping at home.
Stay on the phone for this knife sharpener. We'll send you this out, and we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come right back for more.
The holidays are here, and it doesn't get merrier than this. Today is your last chance to shop our Columbus Day sale. Don't miss out on great deals and 6 FlexPay on all clearance. Attention crafters, our craft event is all day tomorrow. We have everything you need to make one-of-a-kind holiday crafts. Today through Wednesday, your entire craft order ships for only $5. Make your holidays extraordinary. Find your Mary on HSN and hsn.com.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
How many years have we been making these?
Too many to count.
That's true. And this is for you.
You didn't have to do that.
I know, I wanted to. Because, you know, these never last long.
We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search gemstone to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
Well, you can see that we're in the kitchen here at HSN. My name is Tamara Hooks, and we are in the midst of a full hour of food and wine, and everything is on clearance, which is fantastic. We're also simulcasting live on HSN's Facebook page. So if you have questions, ask them here and we'll answer them for you. I wanted to answer a quick question that Liv asked about the food and wine knives that we were just showing you. It's a 6-piece set. You're getting 3 knives and 3 of the sheaths that protect the knives when you put them in the drawer. So she was wondering, is it 6 knives or 3 knives? 3 knives and 3 sheaths. That makes 6, just so you know. But we're moving on because we've got a great set of cookware for you. And it's 2 pieces. And I know you're thinking, how can it be a great set of cookware and it's only 2 pieces, right?
Yeah, what?
Well, because you get an everything pan. And with the everything pan, it's for everything. It's that perfect size where you can cook for one person, or you can cook for a big group of people. You can do, you know, your steaks, you can do your sauces, you can do everything in this pan. We're gonna take you on a tour of it because it really is fantastic. But you're getting that, and you're also gonna get your 8-inch fry pan included in this set. These are not only beautiful, they're going to make your food, help your food taste the best that it can possibly be. Now I'm holding on to that 8-inch fry pan just so that you can see it from every angle. This is just a beautiful piece. This 8-inch fry pan is what you're gonna use probably every morning for your eggs or your, you know, omelets or what have you. And then your everything pan, you're gonna use it for everything else. Clearance price of $29.95. This pan was $39.95 by itself, and the everything pan was $79.95 by itself. You see that? It's a retail value of almost $120 that you're getting today. Like, this is really crazy. For $29.95, these are our last in quantity, and we want to make sure that you get them now. You do have 6 flex on those of $4.99. So Eric jumped in. He's already getting it going here. And you've got, those are like the biggest
double thick
seen.
pork chops. These are like steakhouse kind of pork chops, easily 2 inches thick.
Wow.
So I get a question a lot of times when people see and they go, 29, is that okay? Is that good? I go, yes. And here's why. We've been talking about, you know, Food and Wine's 40-year expertise in the kitchen, all things recipes and travel destinations. They've taken that expertise, brought it into the kitchen for all of the items that you've been seeing. They've married the 2 most conductive metals in cookware, stainless steel and copper. Copper is the #1 heat conductor in cookware. It's also very expensive. If you look online and look at anything that is involved, you know, copper's involved in, you're going to see a very high price point there. They've taken those. What word am I trying to say, Tamara? The elements of copper and stainless steel, married it together.
That's right. And you get that perfect cookware. You get that perfect heat conductivity. You
from
get that
end to end.
From end to end. And that's why this set has been so popular. And Food and Wine, remember, they test everything. They've used everything. They know how much we love our nonstick, which is fantastic. But when you go to any restaurant, what are they cooking with? Stainless steel.
Stainless steel.
Yeah.
It's because they love the durability of it, the look of it. You have no transfer of heat. I'm using the 12-inch everything pan. Now, there's a lot of heat kicking off of here. I can still grab these two handles, and my pork chops are sizzling. That's a 5mm base on the bottom. That is the copper that you see on the bottom with stainless steel underneath there. So you're getting 5mm of thickness there. So once that heat hits that disc, it's going to spread for the even heat conductivity.
And that's why we like to show you this, so that you know and you can feel confident that it's here and it's going all the way underneath, through and through, on both of the pans, both of the 8-inch fry pan as well as that everything pan. You'll also notice that just the rest of the pan is beautiful. The fact that you've got on the 8-inch pan, you've got that nice long handle riveted on, so it's going to be sturdy when you're using it. I love the rolled edges.
Yep, because you can pour things out and it's not going to fall on the side. And it's got that Y design on the handle. And it's there because it's going to help diffuse the heat. It's going to help less heat transfer through that handle. Now, if you really have your heat cranked up, if you use gas and have an open flame, if you let that flame come up the side, yes, your handle's going to get hot. And it will get hot in the oven as well. But that Y on there is built to help dissipate that heat. And I just want to call out real quick, I just cooked butternut squash and shallots in this pan. I just added a little chicken stock, let it boil down, and I wiped it clean. A lot of people think, I can't cook in stainless steel. I need nonstick.
Yes.
You don't have to. Believe me, I like nonstick. I prefer stainless steel. I just like the look of it. And sometimes, you know, when you're cooking with things that you like, makes you feel good, that's all that matters.
I think so. You have that option there. You're right. I'm glad that you mentioned the cleanup, because for most people, the only reason that you don't cook in stainless is because you're afraid if something burns on there, how am I going to get it off, right? This is how you do it while it's still hot.
While it's still hot. Now, you can go ahead and make, if you could see me through the steam, you could go ahead and deglaze with wine or vegetable stock. I'm using chicken stock to make a sauce. I'm going to let this reduce down. Now, you could just use water if you want, even if you don't want to make a sauce and you just want to do this to clean the pan. The heat is now bubbling up, and it's going to lift up all of that flavor that has been cooked on. Now, I'm just going to tilt it. You can already see that all the brown bits are almost gone. And that's just by boiling a little chicken stock. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a little, when it gets cooked down, I'm going to add a little Dijon mustard, and that's going to thicken up, and that's going to go great with the pork chops.
I'm also noticing that you're using stainless steel utensils on the stainless steel cookware without fear of scratching it up.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about anything. Now, capacity. Let's talk capacity. The everything pan here, we have chicken and dumplings. That's about 4 quarts worth of chicken and dumplings here. It's a huge capacity. 12-inch diameter, 3.5 inches deep. So everything from your soups, your stews, your chilies. We're coming into cold weather. A lot of you are getting the cold weather. Think about you know, making chili to go over nachos for the football game when you have people over. How about mac and cheese?
Oh my God, all of the warm, cozy, snuggly comfort food that we love when it's cold outside, and this is what you're on your way home from work or school, and all you can think of, I need something to warm my bones. This is it, and look at how much you can get in. Look at how much food you can get in there. You could easily feed, well, you could feed the entire household, actually a couple different households, with how much food that you can get in here. Now, if it's just you and a partner, You don't have to fill this up, but it's nice to know that you've got that space if and when you want to or need to, particularly now when you're cooking for the holidays. You can cook for a lot of people in one pan, that everything pan.
And that's why I love it, is because you can cook everything. There's a reason why they call it the everything pan.
Yeah.
And I love that it comes with a lid, so if you're doing anything that you need to have a lid to cook, you can slow cook on here.
Yeah.
You can braise, you can simmer, everything under the sun you can do.
This is it. This is why we wanted to put this set together, because it's 2 easy pieces, right? 2 easy pieces that you're getting that you're gonna use all the time. Now, you're going to get the 8-inch fry pan, and you get the everything pan, which is 12 inches going all the way around, and it is, let me see how deep it is, 3.5 inches high, 3.5 inches deep, 12 inches all the way around, double riveted on handles on either side, which I like because this is bigger. If you've got lots of other pans on your cooktop, you don't have the long handles bumping into each other. And it also makes it easy if you fill this up and it gets a little bit heavy. For me, I'm not very strong, you know, when the pots and pans get heavy. So I like that I can hold it with 2 hands instead of just the one.
I love that not only can you use it on top of your stovetop, you could bake in it. You could use this as bakeware. We made a little orange cranberry cake.
Oh my God.
Thinly sliced oranges with some cranberries. Put your favorite cake mix in there. And that was sugar. We put a little, caramelized sugar in there. I could just hit that with a little wet towel right now and go ahead and use it.
Oh my
Because it
gosh.
goes from the stovetop to your oven to your table.
Wow, beautiful. And it really, really is. You want to impress your family and your friends, you bring that to the table, right? And you don't have to apologize for your cookware. I always say that because, have you ever apologized for your cookware?
Kind of.
Yeah, you don't want
Yeah.
somebody in your kitchen because you're like, oh gosh, they're gonna see
Pay
how...
no attention to the cookware. Just think of the
Yes.
food inside.
Right.
It's kind of the excuse. So what do people do? They look at the cookware.
They
go,
yeah.
oh, that's right. That is bad cookware.
Yeah, and you're like,
you don't
if
have to worry about that with this.
Because if you have to apologize for it, then it's time to get a new set. And you might not need a whole big, 15-piece set. These are the pieces that you're gonna use all the time. Or actually, it's not even, maybe you have nonstick and you like your nonstick, but you recognize the need for some things, some dishes that you're gonna make and serve. You recognize the need for having your stainless steel and your copper. You've got it all in this set. Okay, what do we got?
I'm gonna start doing steaks.
Okay.
Another big, here's another tip for you. If you're cooking with stainless steel, always preheat your pan first, and you're gonna look for your oil to shimmer. It's kind of dancing around the pan there. You can kind of see it. It's almost repelling because of the metal is expanding. And it almost makes it a non-stick-like surface.
Okay.
A lot of people will put a cold pan on, turn the burner on, and immediately throw in food.
Yeah.
That's when your food's gonna stick.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
you want your pan hot, you want your oil hot, and now you can go ahead and add in your proteins. And let the pan do the work. I know a lot of people right now will immediately want to try to flip that steak to make sure it's okay.
Yeah.
Let it sear. It's gonna let nature take its course
Yes.
on the cooktop.
Yeah,
It's gonna sear. You're gonna get this nice brown caramelized color. And then when you're ready, after about 2 minutes, we can then lift and flip this over.
Because these are the kind of things that really don't take a long time. You can time them. Mini steaks, depending on the size, are a few minutes. A few minutes on one side, you flip it over, you take it out, and it's done. You don't need to do a whole lot. This is that caramelized kind of gravy that you made.
Yeah, just a little, I just used a little spicy brown mustard that I had laying around because mustard and pork chops is an unbelievable combination.
Ooh, look at
So that was the simple sauce we made.
Look at that.
Even
Oh
just
my
a dry
gosh.
towel, I'm getting a lot of that stuff up. Now you can
Yeah.
take that to the sink, little soap, little water,
Right.
and you're ready to go.
Okay, and remember, you are not transferring any flavors. So just like Eric made the cake in this pan, he could go ahead and make eggs in that same pan, and no worries there. We wanted to bring this to you because we do recognize that for a lot of us, this is a time of season where you've got people coming over and you are gonna be doing a little bit more cooking than maybe you have in the last several months. Maybe over the summer you didn't cook very much. And You might be thinking, well, I'm good on my cookware. It's pretty good. But when was the last time, or how old is it? How long have you had it? Are you missing pieces? Are there dishes that you now make that you wish you had a better pan for? And maybe you're cooking differently. Maybe you are doing more one-pot cooking than you used to. When you were younger and you had a house full of young kids, you used to cook differently. But now it's just you or you and your partner, and you would like a larger pan that can do more so that you don't have to dirty up every pan in the kitchen and then clean every pan in the kitchen. This is the way, and that's why we put a really nice, concise 2-pan set together that normally the value would be over $119. You're getting real copper, you're getting stainless steel, beautifully made in every way. The 8-inch open fry pan would be $39.95 by itself. The everything pan, which is 12 inches in diameter, it's 3.5 inches deep. That would be $79.95. You're getting both of them for less than what you could buy just the 8-inch for. And you have 6 flex pay of $4.99 using any major credit card. Definitely do it. Tri-ply, you're seeing the way that this is made. Stovetop, oven, it's all...
Up to 450 degrees.
All of that,
Riveted on handles. This is gonna last you a lifetime.
Yeah.
It's really gonna take care of all of your needs from, you know, the small 8-inch, which is gonna do, like you said, omelets, grilled cheese sandwiches, things like that, all the way to that 12-inch everything pan.
For sure, for sure. And you're seeing some of the food right there.
There it is. You got the pork chops, that cake we baked in the oven, in the 8-inch pan. How about capacity? We have 2 4-pound chickens that we roasted in the everything pan in the oven. Again, oven safe up to 450 degrees.
Yeah.
So you can start things on the stovetop, take them to the oven to finish.
Yep.
That's what they're doing in the restaurants. They're searing steaks in the pan, then throwing it in the oven to finish cooking.
Oh.
It's not all done in the cooktop.
I didn't
Not
know
all the
that.
time.
I didn't know that.
All depends on what it is.
Okay, see, these are secrets.
Little
of
secrets.
a professional kitchen.
So remember, we put in these New York strips. We didn't touch it. We put in a little oil. Nothing sticking.
Wow.
You're gonna get that restaurant quality result in your house when you're patient with your food and you let the Food and Wine 12-inch pan heat up first.
For sure.
And then you add your oil.
Yes.
Let that oil slightly smoke and dance around the pan. Add your steaks, and that's it. This was literally about 2 minutes on each side, and we're gonna be done.
And like you said, it's even heat conductivity going all the way around, so both of the steaks are cooking evenly, no matter where they are in the pan.
Side to side, end to end. That's that marriage of the stainless steel and the copper.
Yes.
That is a tri-ply copper base. Again, copper and stainless steel are the #1 and #2 best conductors of heat, bar none in the cookware world. Now, this will work on every single cooktop except induction.
Right.
Just to be aware.
That's right, because induction is it's its whole other thing. And if you use induction cooking, then you need, I believe it's a magnetic bottom on that one.
Correct.
So, and you probably already know that too. For most of us, for the majority of us, this is what is going to be that easy to use, best way to cook. And you'll notice Eric is doing a lot of different kinds of food. In some pans, he's doing just a little bit. In some pans, he's filling them to capacity. Some of them are just on the stovetop. Some came straight from the oven. All the same pans, right? And you'll notice that nothing's sticking. He's not having a hard time on any of them because this is the way professionals cook. And even if you are not a professional, most of us are not, we're home cooks. We're cooking for our family. We want it to be easy. This is it.
Can I just say how much I love the Food and Wine knives? It's literally slicing like butter through this New York strip.
Yeah.
And I'm using the Santoku on that set.
Oh, and that set is still available for you. That set is still available for you. If you are looking at this everything set, we're down to our last 90 seconds or so. And if you're thinking, you know what, I really could use a couple of new pans. I like stainless steel. Again, if you have nonstick and you're used to that, but you know, for a couple things, you just know that they're gonna be a little bit better for you in stainless steel, do them today.
Think about the, yourself that might need a new cookware set, a loved one that is moving, downsizing, or a kid that's moving into a place for the first time, that foodie in your life. Give them the proper tools and give them this set, and they're going to love it, and they're going to use it for years and years and years.
That's right, because it makes cooking more fun. You know what? If you're using the right tools. And that's what we've said this entire hour. You know, we had the knives a little bit earlier. We had the sort of the bakeware set that we started off this hour with. When you have the right tools, you're doing the same job, but it just is more fun. It's more effective. You're getting it done in an easier way because you're not fighting with the tools. And ooh, that smells good. You did red wine and butter.
Do you still have the fork behind the...
Oh, yes, I've got
the iPad.
I know.
Good.
Getting it ready.
Dip it in there real quick. I'm going to pour this over the steaks.
Oh, my gosh, that's so good.
That was literally the residual fat and seasoning from the steaks, deglaze with red wine, 1 pat of butter.
Oh my gosh.
That's it.
I could drink that with a straw. It was so good.
Well, let's get some straws and we're gonna drink the gravy.
Stay with us. We've got a little bit more, but if you want to jump on the line for this one, it is a customer pick. It's 572-178. Perfectly clean, beautifully done, amazing quality food, and amazing quality cookware. Your 8-inch fry pan and your 12-inch everything pan with the lid. Beautiful in every way. Enjoy that. I wanted to also let you know that we've got from Food and Wine the stainless steel and copper cleaner, and it's a 2-pack. And this one is also a clearance price, 60% off. And this one is you're getting a set of 2 of these, just in case you were wondering. And so you can use these to remove discoloration very easily. It keeps your cookware looking new, which is fantastic. It's that perfect cleaning formula for stainless steel and copper cookware. It's phosphate-free, it does not contain bleach, and it's easy to use. So we've got that available for you. Food and Wine has thought of everything. And we can't have a food and wine show without talking about wine. We talked about food earlier.
It's never too early.
Now we've got the wine. We've got the insulated carafe, and it's a 2-pack. You're getting, these are 50% off, and we're gonna show you how these work, but I think they're brilliant.
They're gorgeous. Of course, all the rage, double thermal insulated mugs and cups and things like that. They've taken it to a different level with the sleek design. This copper just looks absolutely gorgeous. And looks are deceiving, because when I first saw these, I said, there is no way a full bottle of wine fits in here. Guess what? It does. So double insulated, so whether you're going to a concert or out in the park, or you're going to the beach, and you want to bring a little something, little vino.
Yes.
You can go ahead and put it in here. It's going to keep your cold drinks cold for up to 24 hours.
Wow.
Hot drinks.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the steaks.
Right.
Hot drinks for 12 hours. So even if you want to put ice cubes in here, you can.
Oh, that's great.
But it's going to keep everything cold.
That's a big deal, because your bottle's not gonna do that. If you kept the wine in the bottle, let's say in this case, it's not gonna keep it cold for any length of time, because as soon as you take the bottle out of the refrigerator, it starts to warm up. I love this idea.
Yesterday, my wife and I took our 2 boys to the beach, and we brought a little something, and guess what we used?
These. Fancy.
Yes, we took a little prosecco and put it in here. It was cold the whole time, and it comes in a gorgeous.
Wait, and we should also say, even though it's October, it was like 93 degrees yesterday here?
It's very warm here. It's still in Florida.
Yes, okay.
Sorry, don't hate us, but yes, we're still having warm weather. So even from your Chardonnays to your Pinot Grigios to your Rosés.
Yeah.
It's going to keep it cold, cold, cold.
This is so amazing. And you're just choosing your color. You can choose the copper or the metallic red, and you're getting a set of 2 of them. This is how they come, beautifully boxed, and these would make really great gifts.
Absolutely. Again, back to the hostess gift. I mean, we're coming into that season where you're going to be either doing a lot of work parties or going to a lot of friends' houses for the holidays. you get 2. Keep one, give one if you want to.
Yeah.
And another thing that I love is this nice acacia wood topper. And it's embossed with the Food and Wine logo. So that's, the little screw top that goes in.
Okay.
So how about your hot foods, your hot cocoa, staying hot for up to 12 hours?
Oh, wow, I hadn't thought about that.
So anything from your coffee in the morning to your hot teas, whatever you want.
This is great. This really is great. So I'm glad you show that too. So don't just think wine, and some of you might be thinking, well, I don't drink wine very often. You can use it for anything that you want to keep cold and anything that you want to keep hot. It's that simple.
That's it, hot or cold. And look, we've cut this in half to show you exactly what's going on inside. This is vacuum sealed, which means they have a specialized process that helps keep the air out from in between. So the double insulation is what's allowing that hot food to stay, or the hot drinks, pardon me, to stay hot for 12 hours, and the cold drinks to stay cold for up to 24 hours. Right here you can see that the little double-walled insulation. Now you don't store these in your refrigerator. Don't think that you're keeping things super cold, because that can damage the vacuum seal.
Okay.
So you want to leave them out at all times.
Okay.
And then also you don't want to dishwasher them, because that will also ruin the vacuum seal.
Okay, so these you just hand wash, which would be very simple. You rinse them out, or you can use like a bottle cleaner, one of those bottle brush, which would be beautiful. And then you keep it looking good, and you keep it performing the way that it's intended to perform. You're getting 2 of them, and I like, if you are going to keep them, and maybe you do have one for white wine, one for red wine, one for your hot beverage, one for your cold beverage. You decide how you want it to be. Maybe it's just for water.
Exactly.
Unless that's vodka. I don't know. I can't tell.
But think about if you're having a dinner party, how great would this be as your water vessel?
Oh,
you put one on one end, one on the other end, and then everybody has cold water.
Yeah.
Ready to go. I love that at a restaurant when they do that. And instead of always coming and pouring water, they kind of leave you like a little jar or a bottle. Yeah. Do that at home.
I love that too. Yeah, and these are the kind of things, they're simple touches. It doesn't, I kind of joked, with Eric saying, oh, that was fancy. But these are simple things that just add a little bit more of an elegant touch to just our everyday life.
Yeah. So we have, I want to show you the red is a great color I love, as well as the copper. And like you said, it's the visual aspect, and not only the functionality, but we all eat and we all entertain with our eyes. If something comes to you and it looks good, you're going to say, that's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Even if it's not that great, you're still gonna say, it still looked good.
Yeah.
But with the carafes, you're gonna get things cold for up to 24 hours, hot for up to 12. Anything from wines to water to hot water to coffee in the morning.
Yes, for sure. You mentioned wine. Sometimes people will...
Did you hear that ice?
Yeah.
There was ice in there.
Because and it's keeping that cold. Is that tea?
That is
iced tea. Very cool. Yeah. When it comes to wine, I think choosing a wine can be very stressful for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it can be, sometimes you get judged on the bottle of wine that you brought. And they'll say, oh, she only paid $6.99 for that bottle. Right. I don't know. When you put it in here, nobody's gonna know what you paid. Right. But because it looks so beautiful, it's automatically gonna taste better to them.
How about, Tamara, how about this? You buy the wine, you put it in here, you bring it, and then you leave the carafe.
And then you leave it.
And then you say, oh, and they're saying, oh, you forgot your carafe. You say, no, that's a gift.
See, that's...
So not only are you bringing wine, you're bringing a reusable gift that they're gonna use for years and years and years.
They are.
I think that's great.
I think so too, and you're getting 2 of them. And they do come beautifully boxed. As a matter of fact, do you see this? Do you see the way this is? Can you imagine if you were to give this as a gift and they open this up? It says Food and Wine on the front. They open it up and this is what they open.
You might get a gasp.
Yeah, yes.
You might get that.
Oh my gosh. And think about it. You're getting 2. So it's basically $12.50 for this one and $12.50 for that one. Instead of our regular price on this, which was, let me get a little double check, which was almost $50 for these exact same carafes.
Amazing.
I know. This is the time to do it.
And I just want to show you again, there's 2 elements to this. There is your screw top cap, which is acacia wood, which is embossed with the Food and Wine logo on there. So that's for when you're pouring. When you need to get the liquids into the bottle, there is another little screw cap, gives you a little bit more room for pouring in your water, your hot water, your cocoa, your wines, your champagnes, whatever it is.
That's right.
And you just go ahead and you screw it closed, and you're gonna have cold drinks for up to 24 hours and hot drinks for up to 12 hours.
This is good. This is good. And we're going down the line. So we had wine, we had a cold rosé, we had our hot chocolate, we had just regular water. This is iced tea. Ooh, and this is hot tea.
Which is still steaming.
Do you see that? Do you see the steam on that? Oh gosh.
So for the holidays, for a teacher's gift, anybody's kind of gift.
Yes. You know what I love? These are too. They're beautiful, and I was thinking gifts for like a coworker who you don't want to get anything too personal for, but it's got to kind of live up to the relationship with the coworker.
And it's still functional.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Right. This isn't something that somebody's going to want to re-gift.
Yes. And because it's a carafe, sometimes when you give people a bottle of wine, it's do they drink? I'm not really sure.
Right.
With this, you're not going to have that worry.
Double wall insulation, vacuum sealed at the factory, so you're going to keep those cold drinks cold, the hot drinks hot, and you're gonna be using this for years and years to come.
For sure.
Hand wash, keep it out. You don't have to put it in the refrigerator to keep it cold. It's gonna be a wonderful gift and wonderful for you.
This has been a great hour. It really has. If you want the two carafes, you can call us or go to hsn.com to get them. We had the knives, which were so popular. We had the three-piece bakeware set, which was hugely popular, as well as the cookware set. You can continue to shop. I want to thank you for writing to us on Facebook. Betty, Liv, Dee, Doris, Debbie, Nancy, thank you to all of you. We've got so much more HSN coming
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Shannon Fox, and my wish for you this holiday season is that you have the best holiday season ever, and part of that means